Welcome. Thanks for joining the Action for Teens and Moms Health today. I'm super glad that you are here. My name is Dr. Ayo Adenuga. I'm a public health physician. I help teens and moms like yourself to turn your intention into healthy life-saving habits, and I help you to make good sexual health decisions and communicate and lead with excellence. Today we're going to talk about self-image, and I'll first define what self-image is. Self-image is what you perceive about yourself, your personalities, your abilities, or even your worth. So have you ever felt not good enough? Have you ever felt that you are not qualified for some certain positions? Have you ever felt that your successes are just out of luck? Have you felt you are too tall, you are too short, you are too big, you are too small? Or have you ever felt that you are too old or you are too young for certain things? You are not alone. I've felt this myself. And I could say that I share and resonate with how you feel. So I'm blessed with having a dark skin, and many of the people in my family also have that. But growing up, I've always felt bad about that. While I was in school, my teachers or colleagues or classmates would always make fun of me and say Blackie or Ayo Adenuga, or they would and I was very small stature. They would say, "That black short girl, come here." And I also come from a culture where, as a young child in a large family, your voice cannot be properly heard. And I also went to medical school whereby there's hierarchy. You don't talk unless you're spoken to. You don't explicitly express your opinions. So this actually did affect my growing up, and I had to reorientate myself, discipline myself to have good thoughts about myself. I know what I'm actually worth. And as I was growing up, people would say, "Oh, black beauty," they'll say black and shine. And I felt good. And then when I was nominated for leadership positions, I would say, "Who, me?" It couldn't be. And I just felt that, even my getting high grades or passing some difficult exams, I would feel it was luck. And I would say recently, last week actually, my daughter did come to me and said, "Oh, Mom, there's this girl in my school that kept calling me bad names, and she posted my picture on social media and said I was ugly, and she mentioned bad things about me." And I initially felt very bad about that. And she said, "Mom, am I ugly?" I was like, no. I put out that picture that we took recently and said, "What do you see about this girl?" I said, "She looks pretty." "What else do you see about her?" "She looks confident." "What else do you see about her?" And I kept asking her what she sees about this image. I put out some of our achievements in our school, our grades, our principal's award. And lastly, I put out pictures of supposed ugly models and say, "Look at these models. They are making millions out of the fact that people say they are ugly or they have skin deformity." And I put out some that even have disability. I said that these people, despite what they are, or what people think about them, are making millions. So there's even value in whatever. So in other words, is what you feel about yourself, what you believe about yourself, that makes you who you are. Not what other people call you, not the junk people say about you, but what you believe about yourself. And John Maxwell said in one of his talks that I listened to, he said, "You can only accomplish in your life what your self-worth lets you accomplish." He also said that whatever my self-image is becomes a lead on my potential. So you cannot achieve something beyond what you feel about yourself. Your self-image and what you think of yourself is important. The price tag rather, you put on yourself determines what people feel about you. So if you think yourself as an average or a 5 out of a 10, you get friends that are a 5. You do things that are a 5. You do things that would never go beyond that 5. But when you lift yourself up and you think highly of yourself, not in a prideful manner. I'm not talking about people that are proud or narcissistic. I'm talking about knowing who you are. Because who you are on the outside is not all that. It's who you are from the inside that radiates to what you are on the outside. So it's important for us to know what we are If you see yourself on an average, that's what you end up being. And I'll also talk about what John Maxwell also said again. And he also said that if you put yourself down, you would not do anything of great worth because you feel underqualified and have nothing to say. Has it ever happened to you that you're in a meeting or in a class and your teacher asks a question, or even your manager says something and you thought in your heart and you knew the question, and somebody else said, dang, oh, I was about to say that, but you were not sure you were saying the right thing. And in med school, they'll say, even if you're saying rubbish, say it with confidence, right? So always show for who you are when you believe who you are. So now I'm going to talk about 5 tips to raise your self-worth or your self-image. 5 tips that will raise your self-worth or your self-image. 1, believe in yourself. Believe in whom you are based on the truth. And that is, truth is based on the word of God. You are made in the image of God. You are perfectly and wonderfully made. You are awesome. You are made for success. You are made to dominate. You are made to shine. So don't let any other person say you are junk. Don't let any other person say that you are not who you are. You have to know who you are and of whose you are. So that is so important, your self-image, what you think about yourself. Second is your thoughts. Your thoughts. What do you think about yourself? It's so super important. You have to be kind to yourself. You have to have good thoughts about yourself. Don't feel, oh, I'm not good enough. I failed in this thing, so yes, I'm not. No, you can fail in one. That doesn't make you a failure. In fact, when you fail, you repeat, you get better, you continue to grow. So your thoughts about yourself, have good thoughts about yourself. Third is that any negative thought about yourself, crush it. Crush it and dump it. There are so many viruses that are in our minds, because of our past experiences. You have to crush all those things. You have to know that when those thoughts come in, be self-aware, crush it immediately, and start thinking about good thoughts. Thoughts that are good, thoughts that are lifting, thoughts that makes you feel, just makes you happy. Think about good thoughts. The third thing is also, I've mentioned the third thing. The fourth thing is say encouraging things about yourself. Words of affirmation. I'm a loving and caring person. I'm resourceful. I'm a leader. I'm a good wife. I'm a good mother. I'm a good leader at work. I'm a God-serving person. I'm productive. I'm disciplined. I excel. You have to say things are good about yourself. I'm energetic. I'm inspiring. I'm smart as a lady. I'm self-aware. You have to just continue talking to yourself about good things about yourself, good thoughts about yourself, and reaffirm this word. People will say in the morning, just say good things about yourself. Reaffirm who you are in Christ. Reaffirm who you are wherever you find yourself. It's so super important. The fifth thing is be intentional about growth. It's so important. You can't give to others what you don't have. You can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to be intentional about growth. You have to be a learner. You have to increase your skills and your ability based on your vision. So what are the things you want to achieve? Who do you want to become? You have to start building those skills and growing towards that. So I have 3 things under that, which is 1, know yourself to grow yourself. Who are you? Who do you want to become? Then you grow yourself towards that. 2 is that you have to be intentional about that. You have to plan. You have to move towards it. And the third thing on that is you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with what you're doing. Recently, as part of how we all have new life goals and things like that, I went to my mirror and put acronyms, which is ABCD. So A is action. I have to take action daily to move towards my life goals. B, I have to believe. I have to believe in my abilities, in the abilities God has given me. I have to believe in my self-worth. I have to believe in my value. C is being consistent. I should not do something now and not do it again. So be consistent. And then D is being disciplined. In fact, it's double D. Be disciplined and remove distractions. So these are the things on my life goals and how to grow every day. But to lift the lead, I would say if there's anything you're going to gain from today, is that you have to know that you have God's given potential. You are unique with possibilities. Let's this lift your self-image daily. Be intentional about being aware of who you are and of whose you are. So you can raise your self-image daily by having good thoughts, by having good friends. I would want to say many of my friends have added to who I am today. Dr. Tula Rolo, Mrs. Kemi Adetunji. I'll speak about Dr. Simboige. I'll talk about my siblings. My mom, oh, she's my greatest champion. She's my greatest cheerleader. So surround yourself with good people, people that would also lift you up. And I can assure you, you will get there. So today, go out, be the best version of yourself. Be proud of who you are. Don't let anybody put poop or junk on you. So thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. They're able to join today. If you like what I'm talking about, please give a thumbs up, comment, share how you've navigated life's challenges in the past. Most of all, book me to engage, book me to speak. I'm available to speak with you and impact you positively going forward. So thank you and have a great day. Bye. Cheers.